Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 326. Today we have another hobby case of the brand new 2022-23 Upper Deck Series 1 hobby. Looking forward to this. Again, our first case was really solid in case you missed it. We pulled Beniers, French Young Guns, population count 100, lots of other cool stuff in there. So looking forward to seeing what case 2 has in store for us. We also pulled a high gloss and an exclusives. Actually, we pulled 2 exclusives. So see if that trend holds true through this case. Let's get on our way into the random. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams, and 3 times on the names again. Reminder that the Islanders are the free team for this break. They're just generally the weakest product or weakest team, and when I sorted through, like, they were still the weakest team. So yeah, really not much more needs to be said there. Here we go. 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Again, looking forward to this one. There are still about half of the amount of spots left in the half case with a couple clear-cut boxes. That one, Seattle and the Islanders are paired together just because Seattle has no cards in clear-cut and the Islanders suck in Series 2, so kind of balances out. So here we go, 3 times on the names. Once, twice, third time. Jason on top, Dan on the bottom. Teams. And we'll do the names again 3 times for the Islanders. Once, twice, third time. Capitals on top, stars on the bottom. And then we'll do names again 3 times. Whoever's on top gets the Islanders. Good luck. Once, twice, third time, Riley. So, again, they're not a major team by any stretch, but you never know. Sometimes things happen. So, here we go. Jason, you've got the Washington Capitals, Nelson with the Rangers, Brent with the Coyotes, Marshall with the Lightning, Maxime with the Panthers, Nelson with the Jets, Emil with the Oilers, Raymond with the Sharks, Maxime with the Flyers, Dan with the Minnesota Wild. They're one of the good teams to get. Jason with Vegas, Riley with Buffalo. Oh, you got a good random there. Chris with the Ducks, Emil with Chicago, Jason with the Leafs, Dan with the Predators, Edward with the Canucks, Colin with the St. Louis Blues, Dan with the Columbus Blue Jackets, Bill, you've got the Avs, Jason with the Red Wings, Marshall with the Senators, Bill with the Habs, Eric, you've got the Kraken. That's, again, I'd say the team to have overall, like in terms of high-end potential. Jason with the Penguins, Sergio with the Bruins, Colin with the Hurricanes, Jason with the Devils, Mark with the Flames, Fotis with the Kings, Dan with the Stars, and Riley, you got the Islanders. There are your teams. Let me get them into the team viewer 1 second here, but yeah. The first case seemed actually relatively, like, even. Oh, yeah. I guess that's the best word for it. Like, the good teams did good, the bad teams did, like, as expected, and like there are a couple people that have like slightly weaker. Obviously, like you want the young gun teams, but I don't think anyone like did super horribly. So outside of the Islanders, and I mean, it is a little bit tougher to tell when I'm adding the base cards in. So but yeah, everyone got something. So here we go, team view. All right. So we'll allow a couple minutes for trades. Let me get the case going though here. So it is case number, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. 6169 07525 07, oh there you go, 07525 113. Well, let's get into this. Let's go. I think the bottom was the best way again. They did not do a nice job of taping this box. Actually, one thing I've noticed that the cases haven't been taped super well lately. But there we go. Again, we'll get all the boxes out. If there's no trades by then, I think it's time to go. All right. Use a little bit of gravity here. Oop, that's a little too much gravity. That's my full desk. All right. Let's just one box that's backwards. Second row. Third row. There we go. All right. Ooh, dropped that box a little bit too hard. One other thing to note is that we did only get the one rookie portraits, and the one that we did get was actually pretty badly damaged. I missed it during the break. For whatever reason, it's bottom left corners during the break that I will just miss. For whatever reason, especially on like minor cards. For damage, but yeah, it was pretty bad. I went back and watched the break video, and it's like, oh my gosh, that was actually really bad. How did I miss that? So I sent the box with that. I think it was Keenan that had it. I don't think you're in this break, but outside of that, the quality control is like fine. There's some cards with some minor issues, but nothing major. So all right, I do not see anything on the trade front. So sorry about that. I'm just whacked my light with the mic. Let's. Oh. My mic's been on this whole time, right? Hopefully. Because it just showed up as muted for some reason. Maybe I mashed it by accident, but if not, I will go back and add voiceover after the break. But all right, 616-446-760-212. I think it was good. Yeah, I think it was just I might have grabbed it when I was moving it over, just because I try and put it as close to my face as possible for the actual break portion. Because it helps a lot, but here we go. Yeah, you did fairly well. Free team and second best team in the break, I would say. All right, here we go. Box one. I'll put it under the full view after I get through all these packs here. Okay, April 12th. I'm always curious to see like when the latest stat bio is from. I should actually keep track, but so far it's April 12th. Because that gives you a good idea of when the cards were kind of last printed, especially if they have any playoff mentions. So, April 14th. Here we go. Box one. All right. Starting off with Marchand on the honor roll for the Bruins. Debut dates of Dolling for the Sharks. A little bit of like foiling issues on that, but nothing like, again, major. Young Gun Canvas, Carson Meyer for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Not who you want to see for your Young Gun Canvas. Jordan Harris for your Young Guns for the Habs. That's not bad. Black and white Young Gun Canvas, Michelli for the Yotes. The Yotes actually did pretty well. They just have quantity, so you know they're a team that's never gonna get like the big name right now. But Michelli's again one of those players that's just done okay at every level he's played at. Not ever gonna be the biggest name, but you know, Kuznetsov for Washington on the center of attention. New Hook on the rookie retrospective for the Avs. Granlund on the Dazzlers for the Predators. Tracy for the Ducks on the Young Guns. Hughes for the Canucks on the canvas. Chabot on the defense mechanisms for the Senators. Portraits of Aho for the Hurricanes. And that's half one. Pretty tame. I guess the black and white Young Gun canvas is like, it's a nice card. It's just, you know, not the biggest player to get there. Harris is fine. Tracy is fine. Neither are like major. We'll see if we get two rookie portraits in this case. It'll be interesting. All right, here we go. Second half of box one. French variation of Riley for the Leafs. Fajimo for the Kings. On the Young Guns. Burns for the Sharks on the canvas. Tomasino for the Predators on the rookie retrospective. Portraits of Kaprizov for the Wild. Carson Meyer for the Blue Jackets on the Young Guns. Honor roll of Kyrou for the Blues. Debut dates of Bunting for the Yotes. That's a little... This is actually a bit of a wild card. Because he debuted in 2018. And it's for 2022-23. So, like, I didn't realize he was in the debut date checklist. But, hey, goes to show you what the Toronto bump does. Markstrom for the Flames. He is also just a good player. Karlstrom for the Stars. Vasilevsky for the Bolts on the Pink Dazzlers. And Kolachuk for the Yotes. Wow, that was a really rough box one. Like, Young Gun Canvas Black is nice and all, but did we only get 5 Young Guns there, actually? 1, 2... No, we got 6. Our best one is Harris, I guess. Harris or Tracy, but yeah, that was a rough box one. Hopefully that's just a one-off. All right, 08932 on the box numbers. Alrighty. Well, let's see what box 2 has in store. I mean, legitimately, I don't think it can get any worse. We technically had 2 case hits between the Dazzlers and the black and white. Well, I guess there's 2 pink Dazzlers per case. The black and white canvas is a case hit, but still, like, it was just, that was the roughest box I've seen so far. But the good news of it, the roughest box you've seen so far being in a group break, is that if the strongest box you've seen so far is also in that group break, it balances out. So hopefully that's the case here at least. I mean, you've got quantity over quality, I'd say, with the Flyers, but like Noah Cates, he's not playing well to start this year, but he ended the season really well last year. Bobby Brink's probably your big one. Kind of a prolific junior scorer, so those players tend to have the best chances of succeeding. Draisaitl for the Oilers. Kastelik for the Senators. I would say, I'd say him. I'm pretty confident in Bobby. I'd say Bobby Brink is like probably your safest best bet to be like a really good player. Shalgren for the Leafs on the honor roll. Retrospectives of Drysdale for the Ducks. Allen for the Habs, but yeah, I would say he's your best bet. Makar on the suit variation for the Avs. And just pulling that to the side to keep track of how many we get per case. So 3 defense mechanisms of Spurgeon for the Wild. Kachuk for the Senators. Perreault for the Ducks on the Young Guns. Point for the Lightning. Debut date of Caulfield for the Habs. Good, quiet-ish half there. I don't think a Makar suit variation is anything to write home about, so I mean, it's better than some of the other ones that you can get, but you know, it'd be nice to get a big young gun here. Like Perreault is one of those players that like has some potential. We only got 1 there or 2 there, and Kastelik is like, you know, he'll be a bottom 6 forward. So, you know, you just never know. I mean, Mason Marchment's a good example of one that I think I got wrong. I knew some people that quite liked him, but at the same time, it's like he's 25, 26, or I think he's around that age at least before he like broke out. And it's like what you see is kind of what you get. And he just broke out. So like players do generally, like players can break out, but you know, he was one of those. His underlying like OHL and AHL numbers were never spectacular, but they were good. And then just everything clicked. All right. Let's see a Rossi here. Matt Sogard for the Senators on the Young Guns. Black and white canvas of Kapanen for the Penguins. Center of attention of Bergeron for the Bruins. French variation of Laugh for the Rangers. Blankenberg for the Blue Jackets on the Young Guns. Canvas checklist of the Hughes brothers. So that'll be random between New Jersey and Vancouver. Unless someone has both teams, but New Jersey is Jason. Vancouver is Edward. So that'll be random. Again, if we get a second one somehow, or like if we hit the black and white canvas parallel of it, we'll random off the better one. And then the loser will get the other one. But for right now, like if we get two, both people will get one type of thing. So Seth Jones for Columbus on the defense mechanism. McDavid on the portraits. Fajimo for the Kings on the Young Guns. 8. Atkinson for the Flyers on the honor roll. Debut dates of Podkolzin for the Canucks. Gensel for the Penguins. And Lucas Reichel. Okay, there's a bigger one for Chicago. Lucas Reichel for Chicago. I will say this year for Young Guns, it seems like they're like previously they used to be like, you know, you'd normally get the same 5 or 6 per box. I think this year they're almost like, it seems like they're almost paired up. Like you can get, so like with Reichel, you can get, you know, Blankenberg or Fajimo type of thing, but like they're kind of like duos who you can expect to be with. And then they rotate, which I don't mind that if it's kind of similar to that. It's kind of what it feels like so far, at least. 329150. Obviously, haven't seen enough of it to call it out yet, but I think it's nice not. It is nice, and it is also not nice not knowing what you're getting. I don't think I've called out the box numbers. Speaking of calling out, 7329150. All right. Hopefully everyone's having a good night. I'm looking forward to see. I know there's a couple people that asked about more CHL breaks, and we'll probably be doing one next week. Given that this one filled quickly, I don't know. I like the price point and format for it. Just where we are right now. I think, candidly, I think it's the only format that makes sense for the product. It'll take a little bit more work to sort, but WHL is going to be really easy for me. That one I know by heart. The QMJHL East and West, and then OHL East and West are going to be the most confusing. But Fowler for the Ducks. Bobrovsky for the Panthers on the Dazzlers. Blankenberg for the Blue Jackets. Sider for the Wings. Mercer for the Devils. Rookie portraits of Mr. Power. This one is fine in the corners. Nice Power rookie portraits for the Sabres. Freddie Anderson for the Canes. Protas for the Capitals. Young Gun Canvas of Christensen for the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets are just getting stuff. There's Lucas Reichel again. So it looks like he's with Blankenberg. Three boxes in. 2 Reichels. Well, 2.5 boxes in, really. Freestyles of Jack Hughes for the Devils. Those kind of aren't. I'm shocked that those aren't selling better than what they are, but they really just aren't. Oh, this is actually a really, really insane hit. Clear-cut leaders for goal against average. You've got Shesterkin, Markstrom, and Anderson. So this will be a 3-team random between the Hurricanes, Rangers, and Flames. These are like 1 in every 4,000 some odd packs. So it's like super, super tough hit to get here. Who's this going to be between? Nelson with the Rangers. We need the Canes. Who is Cullen? And Flames is Mark. So 3-team random there. We'll stand that one up actually. Because again, like super tough hit. Center of attention of Zibanejad for the Rangers. So yeah. Nice rare hit there. Let's see if I can get the box odds quickly on it. Clear cut league leaders are 1 in 4,000. So it's one of those cards that's just like it. The sale value probably doesn't reflect how rare it is, but it's a really cool looking card and it's really rare. So I think it's worth highlighting. You know, we can open up. What's 4,000 divided by 288? Like, that's about, no, not period. But like what, 1 in every 13 cases? Every 14 cases, essentially? You get one of those? So like we could open up all of our cases, and we have actually. I don't think we've hit a clear-cut leaders before. So that might be a first. Anything with Shesterkin normally can sell decently well too, especially for the rarer cards. So now GAA as a stat is overrated because like that is just generally speaking how good your team's defense is. Shesterkin is like he's just a different animal, so that is just how much better he was. Yeah, nice hit there. A couple fun randoms already. Here we go. Oh, French variation of a Hagel for the Lightning. Kochkov for the Hurricanes. I would keep an eye on him. I think he's going to slowly creep up in value over time. Kuznetsov for the Capitals. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Crosby for the Penguins. Raska for San Jose. A little bit of a white dot in the corner, but nothing like... And it's not the worst, so... Marchessault for Vegas on the honor roll. Davey Dates of Perfetti for the Jets. Johnson for the Devils on the canvas. Braden Schneider for the Rangers. And same thing, slightly white corner, but like it's minimal. Like that's what you should like. Getting that out of a pack should not be the end of the world. So pink Dazzlers of Matthews for the Leafs. And Patrol for Vegas. That was definitely a better box. 2 good young guns. The clear cut trios. Yeah. Anytime you can hit a card that's 1 in every 14 cases, you celebrate it. So 616-755-603-673. I'm curious to hear everyone's impressions on Series 1 so far. Because I think design-wise, quality-wise, I think it's the best Series 1 in a number of years. It's the most premium feeling, I would say. Like, the Young Guns feel solid. The inserts are actually, like, fairly nice. I already said the box numbers. So, just curious. Get everyone's opinions on it. I myself am enjoying it so far. My only complaint is that I wish the pink Dazzlers were a little more pink. Kind of like an orangey salmon. But that's really about it. So, like, I think the young gun crop isn't spectacular, but I think Beniers is going to hold up long term. Power, I think, is going to hold up decently, like, fine long term. Reichel's got a really good chance of being a good player. You've got Rossi, Boley, who are both pretty solid as well. Like, there's enough good players that it should hold up well over time. The depth's okay. It's not exceptional, but it's okay. So it's like kind of your average, I'd say your average Series 1 release. Honestly, it's probably pretty similar to 1819 Series 1, where there's a bunch of like pretty solid players. Some of them have the potential to go off. Some of them, like some may never reach that, but JT Miller for the Canucks on the portraits. Borderlow for the Sharks. Again, I don't think he's technically sleeve and top load worthy right now, but he's one of those long-term players that like might not be bad throwing your depending, like, obviously once the product settles down and stuff like that, because he's probably going to be one of the ones that drops in prices because no one's really interested in him right now. Kopitar for the Kings. But he might be one to keep your eye on long term. Caulfield for the Habs. Larkin for the Red Wings. McLaughlin for the Bruins. Again, same thing. A little bit of a soft white corner on that, but nothing major. Point for the Bolts. Raska for the Sharks. It feels like we've had like a couple of the same young guns in every box. Duchesne for the Predators, like they just roll over. Center of attention of JT Miller for the Canucks. He is not a center. I mean, like they try playing him at center, but it does not go well. Stone for Vegas. And Braden Tracy again. Yeah, JT Miller's best games this year has been when he's been on the wing. And I feel like they should probably keep him there because career-wise, that's also when he's done his best. It's when he's on the wing. In terms of like driving play and production and stuff. Like, obviously he got a lot of points last year, but at 5-on-5, he is a wing for me. All right. Here we go. Debut dates gold of Perfetti for the Jets. Retrospective of Knight for the Panthers. Thomas for the Blues on the Dazzlers. Focus. There we go. Shalgren for the Leafs on the Young Guns. Lundell for the Panthers on the canvas. Debut dates of Mason McTavish for the Ducks. Clear cut of Henrique for the Ducks. Riley for the Leafs on the defense mechanism. French variation of Tays for Chicago. Vlasic for Chicago on the Young Guns. Kreider for the Rangers. And Sillinger for the Blue Jackets. And same thing, bit of a weaker box, but could do worse, I guess. I think I still like that over our first box. 06056. All right, here we go. Box 5. Time is it? Almost 5 o'clock. Well, you know what? We're going at a nice pace. If we keep this pace going, it should lead us in the CHL at a pretty decent time. So I'm not gonna really rush through this. Maybe kind of savor it a little bit. But it can also do the sleeve and top load of Young Guns after. Some of these packs have holes in the rips in the front. This one, nope. All right, here we go. Defense mechanism of Anderson for the Flames. French variation of Dawes for the Devils. Uh-oh. There's Mr. Power for the Sabres. One of the big 3 finally. Decent shape. Corner's not super white. There's a little bit, but like better than honestly pretty much every Young Gun that's come out of the case so far. So if you're gonna have one that's gonna be in the nicest shape, better be one of the big guys. Vasilevsky for the Lightning. Again, it's always gonna be tough with cards that have like full corner, like full edge color prints. Jarvis for Carolina, just because it's easier for those to show up as like dinged and stuff. Braden Point on the freestyles for the Bolts. Shalgren for the Leafs. This has been a weird case, I will say that. McCann for the Kraken on the Superstar Honor Roll. Jarvis for the Canes on the Rookie Retrospective. Patrick Kane for Chicago. Galvis for Chicago. And black and white canvas of Demko for the Canucks. Put those up there. Here we go. All right. Oh, we finally got a big young gun. Now let's get, we have 2 young gun Frenches left, a clear cut left. Maybe let's get the exclusives, eh? Here we go. Rantanen for the Avs. He's having a tremendous season. Pearson for the Red Wings. A little bit of a soft corner again. It's nothing like the corners. Again, I'm just calling them out because I am. Raymond for Detroit. They're like not the worst in the world. So Barkov for the Panthers. Like, honestly, you've probably handled cards from packs in a lot worse shape. Gibson for the Ducks. It's just worth noting. Bordelot again for the Sharks. Tomasino for the Predators. Raymond for the Red Wings. Ooh, Superstar Honor Roll Gold Rainbow to 250 of Teravainen for the Hurricanes. And a Linus Sandin for the Flyers, sorry. I'll put that there. Linus Sandin for the Flyers on the Young Guns. Batherson for the Senators. Center of Attention of Kadri for the Avs. And Portraits of Stamkos for the Lightning. All right. 28456. Three's got to be pretty scared in that scenario. That's a really bad dad joke. I am sorry. It's been a while since I've had a good dad joke in the break. All right, here we go. So far, it's been like we've gotten a couple cool cards. You know, it's been okay, but we're missing 3 of the top 4 big young guns. Our young gun canvases have kind of sucked. So hopefully we start turning up the heat here. What I'm trying to say is it's been a quiet first half. Hopefully we can change that here. All right. Pionk for the Jets. French variation of DeBrincat for Chicago. Kovacevic for the Jets. Pitlick for the Habs. Byfield for the Kings. Anderson for the Hurricanes. Well, there's a Young Gun checklist of Boldy and Rossi for the Wild. Huberdeau for the Panthers. Raymond for the Red Wings on the rookie retrospective. Verhage for the Panthers. Korzak for Vegas. Now, when I said we're missing the top ones, Jordan Spence for the Kings. Riley for the Leafs. Stützle for the Senators. Coyle for the Bruins. Population count 1,000 of Rupe Hintz for the Stars. Again, how population counts work is what they're numbered to is what they're out of. So 1,000 means there's 1,000 of these specific ones printed. Seems like you get 2 1,000s and one other one per case. McLaughlin for the Bruins on the Young Guns. Oh, clear cut. Jack McBain for the Yotes is our clear cut Young Gun. Not who you want to see unless you have the Yotes, but hey. It's a clear cut Young Gun. We'll highlight it. But yeah, essentially the population counts are 7 different tiers from 1,000 all the way down to 1. It goes 1, 10, 25, 1, 10, 25, 100, 250, 500, 1,000, I think is correct. So, Jeannot for the Predators. Sharon Govich for the Devils. Malott for the Jets. Bjorkstrand for the Blue Jackets. Vince Dunn for Seattle on the defense mechanism. And wrapping up the first half is a Zegras Portraits for the Ducks. Not the strongest. I mean, again, all it takes is just a different name and we're laughing, I guess. But like, if that clear cut, say, Owen Powers or Boldy or Rossi or Beniers, we're pretty happy. So, as a lot of right cards in the wrong, or wrong names in the right cards type of half. All right. There we go. 8586959. All right. Let's hope for a better second half, because that first half was admittedly pretty slow. Again, wrong cards in the, or wrong names in the right cards, but the clear-cut leaders is really nice. All right. Here we go. First half of the second half. Let's start off on a better note. Kachuk for the Flames. Well, if you're a Flames fan, that's already not happening. Karlstrom for the Stars. So we should have 2 French Young Guns left. Panarin for the Rangers. Ekblad for the Panthers. Drysdale for the Ducks on the canvas. Kolachnik for the Yotes. Center of Attention Gold of Zibanejad for the Rangers. And the gold parallels of those are pretty hard to pick out, but just look for the upper deck foiling. Essentially, it should know for the Predators on the debut dates. It's got a bit of a scratch through it. Just kind of noticed it. Just there, you can see it. Nelson for the Islanders on the Dazzlers. Zach Hayes for Vegas on the Young Guns. Kapanen for the Penguins. Kopitar on the Center of Attention for the Kings. This has been a really, really quiet half. Well, it's been it's such a weird case because, like, it's been quiet, but again, like, if you put a couple of these in the right parallels, like, you know, you make that McBain someone better, you make the Young Gun canvas black and white someone better. You know, we're not too upset. A couple, like, you know, you swap out a Borderlo for a Boldy or a Beniers, or yeah, one of those two, I would say, I guess. Same thing, like, you're not super upset. So hopefully this back half's loaded. And the 1 in 4,000 packs is pretty insane, so we take those. Those are wins. Freestyles of Line for the Blue Jackets. Gostisbehere for the Yotes on the defense mechanisms. There's a French Young Guns of Nathan Smith for the Yotes. So far, the Yotes are getting all the Young Gun parallels. Got the clear cut, you got the canvas black and white, and you got the French now. Not who you want to see in that, but hey. You do if you're the Yotes. Michelli for the Yotes. Coleman for the Flames. Darlene on the rookie retrospective. Jack Quinn for the Sabres. Nice one there. Nice one there. Tage Thompson for the Sabres. Vejmelka for the Yotes. Backstrom for the Capitals. There's Matty B. Mr. Beniers showing up. Good to see you. What's cracking? I'm sorry, that one's a really bad dad joke. That one's really bad. Barkov for the Panthers on the portraits. All right. 71265. All right. Well, that was definitely our best. I'd say our best box so far. Beniers and Quinn. That's pretty nice. French Young Gun, not a major one, but still nice. So. Let's keep it rolling here. Here we go. Defense Mechanism Gold of Mr. Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks. Center of Attention of Rupe Hintz for the Dallas Stars. Hartman for the Wild. Nathan Smith for the Yotes. Tara Vinen for the Hurricanes. This is 326, 327 CHL. Team view. There we go. Kent Johnson. There we go. For Columbus. His case is starting to heat up finally. It was it's like a car this morning. Had to kind of defrost a little bit, but there's some goodies along the way. But now it's starting to warm up. Ryan Johansson for the Predators. Kaprizov for the Wild on the portraits. Movari for the Kings. Zegras for the Ducks. Brent Burns for the Sharks. on the defense mechanism. Carlson for the Sharks. Get through this half, then we'll take the team viewer down. Alrighty, second half of box 8. Yeah, because that'll be 9 and then 10, 11, 12. I can count still. We're good. Kovacevic for the Jets. Freestyles of Huberdeau for the Panthers. Swayman for the Bruins on the debut date. Keller for the Oats on the French. Mallet for the Jets on the Young Guns. Skinner for the Sabres on the canvas. Retrospective Bunting for the Leafs. See, it's just so weird because, like, I guess technically last year was his rookie year. Yeah, that's fair. Aho for the Hurricanes. It's just weird that it's like his debut dates is like a few years after his rookie year. And I don't know, Christensen for Columbus. Ovechkin for the Capitals. Dobson for the Islanders. And, well, that's a good Young Gun canvas. Matty Beniers for the Kraken. You'll love to see it. Honestly, it's worthy of its own stand. There we go. Come on, camera focus. I think it's just grabbing the cards here. Nope. It really doesn't want to grab the focus here. There we go. All right. Box 9. Now we're heated up. 61609. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. We need Rossi and Boldy still. You need a French Young Gun still. Probably one population count 1,000 and one 500 or less. And then if our first case is any indication, like technically 3 exclusives are high glosses, but it could just be numbered cards. So we'll see. Here we go. Well, that's a pretty good pull for the Chicago Blackhawks. Lucas Reichel Young Guns exclusives to 100. That is very solid. One of the better Young Guns to get in exclusives nonetheless. That right there is going to be the hit of the break. Nice one there for Chicago. Nice one there. Honestly, I guess we just drop the base. We'll drop the base veneers, because like this is just that much better. 23 of 100, Lucas Reichel, Young Guns exclusives. These cards they're just so nice. I love Young Guns and especially all their parallels. So there we go. Oh, there's no other card with that, right? Yep. Sometimes they've put the exclusives with another card, so. Center of attention of Aho for the Hurricanes. No, the center of the attention is the Reichel exclusives there. Who had Chicago? Chicago was Emil. Nice get. Tage Thompson for the Sabres. Puistinen for the Penguins. There's probably Puistinen. Jack Hughes for the Devils. Jared McCann for the Kraken. Doughty for the Kings. Gaudreau for the Flames on the portraits. Fix Wolanski for Columbus. The Brinkat for Chicago. Drysdale for the Ducks. Young Gun Canvas coming up. Borderlow for the Sharks. This is by far our best box, and it's not close. The Reichel, I don't know what it'll pull in, actually. I'm curious, because he is a very good player. Like, very talented prospect. Playing in a good hockey market. I mean, hey, I'm jealous of it too sometimes. It's kind of surreal, but yeah. That was that Reichel's insane. Reichel exclusives out of 100. Oh, I guess I need to do Young Guns. It'll be Eichel, but there might actually not be a Reichel yet. Yeah, there's been no Reichel Young Gun exclusives yet. So that I think that's gonna be a pretty big pull long term. In terms of like streams and stuff, no, not yet. But definitely have like it's like crossed the mind, so kind of have to do that like random trainer based, but generally speaking, like most of the people just prefer boxes at that point, so or random trainer, random Pokemon and stuff, or like random pack, but it's one of those things that I always thought about doing. It's just like, you know, it just does well on its own type of thing, so. All right, this case started off really quiet, but it is now officially a banger of a case. Sandine for the Flyers. Still missing some of the better Flyers young guns. Podkolzin on the clear cut for the Canucks. Retrospective of Lundell for the Panthers. French variation of Connor McDavid. If you're going to hit a French, might as well be McDavid. Mayor for the Blue Jackets. And there's a Matt Boldy. What a box. What a box. Boldy, Reichel. Love to see it. McDavid French is even like good. The Brinkat for Chicago. Sanheim for the Flyers on the defense mechanisms. Portraits. Marner for the Leafs. Chase Pearson for the Red Wings on the Young Guns. Connor for the Jets. Center of attention. Crosby. That's good. Solid to get. Oh, I'd say that's been our best box of Series 1. Really good young gun. Really good young gun exclusives. Zero complaints here. 913. I'm honestly not sure on what like a Borderlo went for 230. And honestly, like I don't know. I feel like it'll probably push up there. Same with like Kent Johnson. It's probably will be in that similar tier. So you'll have to see it. Especially again, like he has a potential to be a really good player, like long term. So all right, here we go. Box 71913. We got some CHL after this. That's a little bit more. Honestly, that'll be a fun break. Like, it's just a fun break. It's not. There is insane value to be had there because Bedard stuff is selling insane. And like Bedard himself is insane. But it's just it's a fun product. If you want like a under $100 box to just have fun with some upside to it, it's a pretty fun product. I'm looking at the like Reichel now, and just like from different angles, you can see like some minor edge issues in like the top right. But again, it's minor. Like it's not gonna grade out as a 10. It might get a 9. It's probably closer to an 8.5, and that's fine. And I can't stress that enough. Like an 8.5 out of a pack is fine. Somewhere in that near mint or better is kind of where I'd say like that's good from a pack, and anything else is like not great. So, or anything above is a bonus. Probably the best way to phrase that. Hodgson for the Flyers. Nedeljkovic on the black and white canvas for the Red Wings. I think we got all the ones we should have gotten. Point for the Bolts. French variation of Veronic for the Red Wings. Bobby Brink for the Flyers. There we go. There's Mr. Brink. Zibby for the Rangers. Mr. Zibanejad. Noah Cates for the Flyers. Well, there we go. There's both the Flyers. Took a while. Myron. Nico for the Devils on the rookie retrospective. Took a while to get you your Flyers, but they came. Svetch for the Hurricanes on the portraits. He is just lighting up the league. Sandberg, a little bit of a softer corner there. For the Jets. Robert Thomas for the Blues. John Carlson for the Capitals on the defense mechanism. And Nedeljkovic for the Red Wings on the canvas. Sorry, I'm just making some room for the base cards. I forgot I left all the base card boxes in my car. It's not even my car, it's my parents' car that I'm borrowing right now. Because my car's being borrowed and I only have to drive really once a week, so. It's definitely been actually it's been kind of different, like not having a car for a couple weeks, really. Had to walk to the grocery store, so. Here we go. Protest on the gold debut dates for the Capitals. Draisaitl on the center of attention for the Oilers. Zibby on the Dazzlers for the Rangers. McBain for the Yotes. Mr. Demko for the Canucks. Moritz Seider for the Red Wings. Marchessault for Vegas on the portraits. Ben Myers for the Avs on the Young Guns. Robertson for the Stars. Spencer Knight for the Panthers. Oh, a Young Gun canvas checklist for the Wild. All right, 2 boxes to go. I still technically have a French and technically a rookie portraits, but a French Young Guns, I mean. Wait, did we hit a French that box, right? Yeah, it's a chronic. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15. Yeah, that'd be that. This is one canvas. That was our quietest box in a little bit, so. All right. Let's keep it rolling. Box number, little focus here. 616-516-236-437. Here we go. Alrighty. Well, we'll have enough time between this break and the next break to kind of just do a bit of a top load and sleeve for the Young Guns. If you've got any questions about hockey card products or stuff like that, let me know. There's still 14 spots left in tomorrow's break, which is a half case of Series 1 and 2 boxes of Clear Cut. Kind of fun little mixer. You get your high-end hit potential with some value along the way. So all right, here we go. Box 11. Let's have some fun. Let's get something sick. Here we go. Vlasic for Chicago. Schneider for the Rangers on the honor roll. You'll see on the defense mechanism for the Predators. Swayman for the Bruins on the canvas. LaFontaine for the Hurricanes. Rookie retrospective gold of Dawson Mercer for the Devils. Matthews on the honor roll for the Leafs. Raymond on the debut dates for the Red Wings. Jack Quinn on the Young Gun canvas for the Sabres. Sabres, you've only hit one Quinn, one power, but Quinn canvas works. Works quite well. You take that. Mad Sogard. Clear cut of Eric Johnson for the Avalanche. Rookie retrospective of Mr. Sean Dursey for the LA Kings. All right. We need to see a Marco Rossi still. The good news for the Wild is that you hit a couple of the canvas cards, so we've also got 2 randoms to do here. One minor, one actually pretty decent. How do clear cut leaders do? I actually didn't check. 1 second. Oh, they actually do pretty well. So there's been a lot of this actual clear cut leaders one pulled. Seems like it's about $100 though. I'd honestly probably say like 50, 75. I find it hard to believe there's been more of these listed than the Reichel exclusives. Actually, no, not really. I find it hard to believe that there's that many of those listed and only the one Reichel exclusives. All right, here we go. Last half of box 11. Werenski on the defense mechanisms for Columbus. Veggie for the Yotes on the Dazzlers. Ken Johnson. Columbus Young Guns. Again, Columbus is just one of those good value teams in this product. You got a good top-end Young Gun with a lot of other ones, so you're gonna get stuff with your team. It's just what you get. Suzuki for the Habs on the canvas. Makar for the Avs on the defense mechanism. Portraits of McKinnon for the Avs. Coyotes! You cleaned up on the French and like all the Young Gun variations except for the exclusives, I guess, but Michelli. Mr. Michelli. On the French Youngins, you got the clear cut and both Frenches. And all different players. That's kind of funny. And there's Mr. Rossi. Hey, took a little bit, but not gonna lie, I thought the snow spray was dust. Deneau for the Kings. Lindholm for the Flames. Huberdeau for the Panthers. Aberigi for the Leafs on the Young Guns. All right, final box. What started off as a lot of wrong names in the wrong suits, or like wrong parallels, turned into a pretty solid break. So that's series 1 though. That's series 1, series 2. Like, all it takes is getting the right players in the right parallels, and you've got either an insane case, or you've got like a average case or a bad case. You know, honestly, without the Reichel exclusives, this would probably be trending towards the quote unquote bad case. But the Reichel exclusives is so good that it makes it a good case. You love it and you hate it at the same time. But that's sports cards. 616-685-017-935. Wrong way. All right, final box here. And thank you everyone for tuning in. And, you know, hopefully you enjoyed the break. Hopefully you're enjoying the content lately and across all of our social channels. And hopefully you enjoy the service, because you know all of us here really do enjoy it and really just want to make it enjoyable for everyone else too. So and like the breaks don't happen without everyone here, and again everyone at Zephyr. You know, there's a lot of people that you don't see that do a terrific job between customer service and answering your questions and just shipping and everything like that. So really proud to be a part of the team and think we do a pretty good job. So again, thank you very much. Krug for the Blues. Miller for the Canucks. Lucas Dostal for the Ducks. One of the ones that we actually don't think have gotten yet. Brady Tkachuk for the Senators. Dubois for the Jets. Bushnevich for the Blues. Jack Eichel for Vegas on the center of attention. Carter Verhaeghe for the Panthers on the Dazzlers. Dylan Samberg for the Jets. OEL for the Yotes. Shane Gostisbehere for the Yotes. Did I say OEL for the Yotes? OEL for the Canucks. Ben Myers for the Avs. Sorry, I'm trying to mentally undo that trade. I'm a big OEL fan, but like, you know, it's the first ever hockey card player that first player that I actually like collected was Ekman Larson, because I really liked Arizona patch cards, and Canucks didn't have really any major rookie in 2010-11, so the next year we had Cody Hodgson and I guess Zach Cassian, but Ekman Larson was that first PC, because Arizona was kind of my second team for a while, so go down there and watch games. This pack has a little rip through the front too. 2 packs to go. Freestyles of Freddie Anderson for the Hurricanes. So we definitely went above average on those. Swayman for the Bruins on the rookie retrospectives. French variation of Gensel for the Penguins. Puistinen for Pittsburgh. Merzlikins for the Blue Jackets. Defense Mechanisms Gold of Fowler for the Ducks. And last kind of quarter, point for the Bolts. Well, how about another Matty Beniers? Seattle, man. Seattle's been the... I mean, I guess this break it's Chicago, but Seattle's been the cream of the crop for getting double their young guns. Nice little Beniers there. Norris for the Senators on the honor roll. Debut dates of Lundell for the Panthers. Tays for Colorado on the canvas. And finishing off the break, we have a Young Guns of Isaiah Ratcliffe. Don't think we had him yet for the Flyers. So he's another one of those like kind of had potential but hasn't really lived up to it players. We've got a few randoms to do here. Nearly dropped all the base cards. We got a few randoms to do here. We will do the Hughes first, and then we'll do the triple. We'll do a recap, and then that should take us to about 5:45-ish. From there, we'll do some sorting and stuff and just talking, and then that'll be CHL break will be after that. So let's get the randoms up and going here. And pretty solid break. Honestly, I feel like the Islanders kind of were right where I expected them to be. Not very good, so to say. We have Carolina, NYR, Calgary. All right, so here we go. So randoms, first up, we'll do the canvas, then we'll do this one, again, 3 times on each, whatever it lands on. What it gets. Here we go. First up, once, twice, third time, New Jersey. So New Jersey on this. Okay, and then 3 times on the clear cut leaders. Good luck. Once, twice, third time, the Calgary Flames. So Flames and Devils. Let's go to, there we go. That is my quick math there. Flames and Devils. There's, well, that makes it nice and easy. They're right beside each other. There we go. All right, let's go back to this. Recap time. Let's go get all the recap. We only got 1 population count, I guess. Let's get all the base young guns out of the way. Do that stuff first. And yeah, so here we go. Recap time. We got 1 power. We got 2 Beniers. So pretty solid there. 1 Rossi, 2 Johnsons. Jack Quinn canvas. Rossi Boldy on the Young Gun checklist canvas. Boldy again. Borderlow on the canvas. Another Beniers. Another Johnson. Jack Quinn. He strikes back again. Borderlow, Schneider, and then dual Lucas Raymonds. Oh, and I forgot to obviously show off the Beniers canvas. Honestly, this would be one of the top hits of the break. It's just it's relatively common, so you know, is what it is. In terms of like other cool cards we got along the way, we got a population count 1000. Rupe Hintz for the Stars, honor roll, gold rainbow, or I think just gold rainbow to 250 of Teravainen, and Makar suit variation. Young Gun Parallels were definitely a Coyotes theme here. We had that little like white dot I thought was something on the card, but two Frenches of Michelli and Nathan Smith, and the black and white canvas of Michelli, and the clear cut of Jack McBain. So the Coyotes, I mean, hey, you got, I guess, all the case hit Young Guns essentially, except for one, but that's not a guaranteed case hit. Second best of the break. I mean, hey, when the second best of the break is a card that's one in 4,000 packs, that's pretty good. But yeah, we might never see one of these in a box break again. So nice clear cut leaders of Anderson, Shesterkin, and Markstrom. That one went to the Calgary Flames. And hit of the break, there's really no question. Literally what you're opening up Series 1 and Series 2 Hobby for. You're hoping to get good Young Guns exclusives. And I mean, Lucas Reichel is probably one of the top 5, definitely in the top 10 that you can get. So beautiful one here, number 23 of 100 for Chicago. Congrats, everyone. Pretty solid break overall. First half was pretty quiet, but second half definitely brought the heat. So yeah, we're going to sort some of this stuff up, and then we'll get onto the CHL break at 6:30. Go Bedard hunting.